Okay, so these two questions you sent were actually pretty similar. So this first one looks like you actually answered, but you were so close. You were just off by a sign. So you had the x minus 3 correct, and then the other one should have been 2x plus 1. And see, the easiest way to check it is you can see, x times 2x, that gives you the 2x squared. X times that 1 gives you a plus 1x. Then negative 3 times 2x is minus 6x, and then negative 3 times 1 is a minus 3. And then that middle part adds up to a minus 5x in the middle, and you can see it matches up there. So that's kind of a quick way to check yourself. But what I'm going to do, I would do the problem from the beginning, but this next one you sent is pretty identical. It's the same concept. So I'm going to do that one step by step. So here's the other one you sent. So if you're doing guess and check, that's fine, and you can let me know if you are, and I'll be happy to make you a video on guess and check. But I'm going to go ahead and follow the method from the notes. And so what I like to do is I multiply the leading coefficient by the constant in the back, which would be negative 60. And so that's my step one. Then step two is take the middle coefficient, okay? And then what we're going to look for is we're going to look for two numbers that multiply to give me the value from step one, and then two values that also, when they add together, they add up to that middle value. Because in a minute, we're going to replace that with the two values that we find here. And so it's kind of a numbers game, and feel free to use a calculator. So what I notice is they multiply to give me a negative. So one's going to have to be positive, one's going to be negative. But then they add to be negative. So that must mean the negative number is larger. So we can just start, like I said, you could use your calculator, or you could start just trying to think of combinations like, negative 20 times 3. The only problem is that doesn't add up to negative 4, right? That adds up to negative 17. So let's see, maybe negative 15 and 4, but that adds up to negative 11. Let's see, maybe negative 10 times 6. And so that's it. That's the one I'm looking for right there because that adds to negative 4. So the next step is to replace that minus 4a with a minus 10a and a plus 6a. And it doesn't matter what order you put them in. It doesn't matter which one goes first. So I'll just put the minus 10a first, and then I'll put the plus 6a, and then we have the minus 20 on the back right there. And so once again, it doesn't matter what order I put those in. So the idea was to set it up to do factor by grouping, and that's exactly where I'm at right now. So that's what this whole first part was getting it into the right format to do factor by grouping. So the way factor by grouping works is you group the first two and you factor it, and you can factor out an A. So I'm going to factor out an A, and that'll leave me with 3a minus 10. So I don't even look at the second one yet. I like to focus on the first one, and then now the second one, it kind of tells me what I need to do because I need this to somehow, when I'm done factoring, also be 3a minus 10. And so you can see I need to factor out a 2, and it's positive, so I'm going to put plus 2, and then I'm left with 3a minus 10. And then from here, and I like to put an extra set of brackets here, you don't have to, but it kind of helps with the concept that now I'm going to factor this out. I'm factoring this outside the brackets right here. So I factor out 3a minus 10, and what's left behind is the a plus 2 that's inside these brackets I have here. And I'll just switch it back to parentheses. So a plus 2. Now, depending on how you do this problem, sometimes the factors get swapped to where you have the a plus 2 first, and then you have the 3a minus 10. It doesn't make a difference what order you list the factors in. So I hope that helps. If you need more, just feel free to reach out.